Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, I have a special tarot offer at a sales price available. As I do all months, I create a reading focused on the theme of what I feel energetically the month might be about. And we are in Scorpio season, and this is an energy that for me talks quite a lot about empowerment and the nature of our own desires. So if you'd like to know more details about that special sales offer, just follow the link that will take you to a video, and I'll put it down below, where I explain in more detail what the reading is about and how it works. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Earth signs, I do feel like this week, as a common energy for the three of you, there's a sense of things coming back to their original state. There's a sense of things coming back to where they belong or how they should have been all along. There's a sense of returning to the essence of certain situations. And for other earth signs, this is about returning to the essence of you, like feeling like yourself, or feeling like a part of you that maybe has been lost, or just you have been more disconnected from, is awakened and alive and vital actually to the progress of the things you want to progress with. I do feel like for you earth signs, there's also that notion of progress after a period of being more stuck, right, or more in a stagnant kind of the energy of the hangman, being, things being in suspense mode or just not happening at all. There is progress associated with relationships, with your personal self and the relationship you have with yourself, and even with career as well, and finances. It depends on your personal situation and where you have been feeling like you have been failing the most, because there's this notion of some of your signs feeling like you have been failing on something. And I think that there's this turnaround of situations or views, perspectives, that allows you to see that you have not failed. Things are just, maybe different, or they were different from what you expected them to be, but they're still there. And I feel like you're turning around, right? It's like finding a way of to a problem or to a difficulty of yours that was just about turning around and returning to how things used to be. So of course, that for earth signs, that this is not about something new or a new process. This is more about, again, lost parts of situations, fragments, things that went away, things that you feel, again, that you have failed to hold with you. And I think that they are sacred. Those things that I'm talking about, they are very special and sacred to you. So the majority of you will know what this is about. And I do feel like there's a lot of focus as well on love, and love in a more, let's say, spiritual form here, where there's this immense, again, evolving capacity that some of you are experiencing. What I want to say about this is that there's this sense of some of you having this growing experience of divine love, universal love, that of course can then be channeled and manifested in being quite in love with a partner, being quite in love with an idea, with life, for each of you will be different, but I feel like this is about the love as a whole, the love that you are experiencing, not just for a specific person or situation, but for everything that encompasses here the gift of life, specifically for for Capricorn. That is the first sign here with this receptivity card. I feel like Capricorns are being, showered with blessings or showered with beautiful things. I do feel like this is in particular for Capricorns that have been in the flow, in the passive state, waiting for things to happen, waiting for the manifestation of their dreams, of their, love. It's like the manifestation of their love prospects to actually happen in the form of something. Because I feel like for some of you Capricorns, this might be more about a specific person, even though this has again the backup of what I was saying initially. Some of you Capricorns, what I want to say is that maybe you have felt like in the past you have failed in your relationships, in your more intimate romantic relationships, or even with friends. There's a sense of maybe either feeling like you couldn't love appropriately, and or you just didn't engage in a relationship in the right way, and so you've lost this person, or you lost a chance that you saw that was quite precious, or someone did that to you, and maybe this affected your sense of self-love. I feel like some of you Capricorns have been working very hard in regaining this love for you, for your ideals, for your visions, for your life. And for those that have been doing this work, I feel like that lost chance in love is returning. Now, it doesn't have to be, again, in a specific, like in a situation where like a past lover returns or someone from your past returns. It could be, but not necessarily. Or it could be just someone that is in your life, that is showing up in your life, and it has this energy, right, about them that just makes you, I feel like some of you are actually feeling sure that this is the person you're meant to be. Or if this is, again, not about a specific person, and what I'm saying, I'm feeling it's in particular for Capricorn men, you could be very attracted and emotionally engaged or bonded during this time with female figures in your life, and in particular someone that might have a lot of water energy in their chart or personality. And water energy, it's about compassion, intuition, imagination, the subtle element, very feminine, most likely a very feminine character, personality, someone that dresses very in a very feminine form, or it's just very easy to see, let's say, the in vibration frequency being displayed in this person. So it could be someone that is like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces personality, or just has, again, watery traits. And there is success and celebration associated with gifts that you are receiving. It could be, again, in the form of a person, in form of something happening to you that just makes you want to shout. It's like shout to the world how happy you are. I do feel like for Capricorns, and of course this is a general reading, this is not going to be for all of you, but for some Capricorns there are a real sense here of happiness. It could be the life of the party, or there can be actually a party that makes you feel quite good, or a celebration that is just what you've needed to understand, again, this vibration of love, of unity, what it feels like when you are connected from a soul, heart level with those you are with. It could be that for some Capricorns, there's also that message of some of you are just connected. For Capricorns, that this is not about a specific romantic possibility. You just feel connected. And when we feel connected with ourselves, with people, with our ideas, our beliefs, our work, everything is really, really heightened. It's magical feeling. It's a very special and very personal as well, hard to describe sensation. For Taurus, you do have totality. And I do feel like Taurus, I'm sorry, you're being asked to compromise and is like to be more of a to be better at teamwork, or you need to deal with people that maybe are not the best at working together with others, and you need to kind of be on top of the situation, or you're trying to control, dynamics of others, helping each other out. This is in particular for Taurus that, again, are dealing with groups of people, or you're doing something that requires help, that requires, again, people to give hands to each other and kind of collaborate with each other. I do feel like some of you, either you're feeling incapacitated, right, to make the links between you and others, or to make the appropriate links between how situations are flowing, how situations are happening, like feeling like there's a gap in your understanding, that for some of you it's making you as well upset. It's like you're not understanding how things fit together, how they are being processed. You are in a process, and I feel like for some of you this week, the process is all about seeing the bigger picture and how each step counts. So also there's two types of Taurus. There's a Taurus that don't see the bigger picture. They are very focused on details, and so lost in the plot, and in need to kind of take a step back, to be less as well controlling or rigid, intolerant about their ways, so you can see the whole, or remember what the whole is about. Because for some of you, it's about, again, you have been so engaged in an activity or in a situation that you have not been seeing the whole picture. Or for others of you, you're just you're too focused on the bigger picture, and you're forgetting the steps that you need to take in order for you to get there, to the end goal, right? So it depends on which Taurus you are and which situation this is for you. But in general, I feel like some of you are being called to bend a little bit, to not be inflexible, or to not allow inflexibility, dynamics of inflexibility or stubbornness, to hinder the good work. Whatever this good work is, I feel like there has been and there is progress associated with something, but if you're not, flexible, you could put at risk things that were good, that were happening at a good in a good way. I do feel like for some of you, for some of you Taurus, this might be as well the way it's like you might be dealing with someone that is complicated, and it could be that it's not you. It could be a person represented by the energy of the King of Swords kind of vibration. Someone might be very critical, or might be trying to make you feel stressed out or insecure about what you're doing. It could be advising you to do something differently, and you might not like the way this person is coming across. It could be that you're dealing with a figure that likes to kind of display his authority over others, and this could make you feel stressed out, or wronged by, or unfair. It's like the sense of something being unfair about the conduct of someone, or the way someone is making decisions that maybe you don't see fit. It could be that you also feel robbed of power temporarily, like you don't feel like something is as it should be, or it belongs where it should be. So for Taurus, the initial message that I was speaking, it could be that you need to push through a little bit more than the others to find back, right, the original point. But I feel like you can't during this period of time. Not that you can't, but you maybe for those that can't and that are having a hard time finding that original source, or returning to the good initial states, I feel like for some of you it's because you're not allowing yourself that, because you're not seeing that you could go around it, that you could, again, go in a different way, bend your view, bend your ways, be more flexible, more mutable during this week, to get you to the result you want. And for Virgo, you have guidance. I do feel like Virgos, you might have good intel, guidance, assistance, pushing you, right? To the discovery of a new endeavor or a new way, new tactic, a new form, a new opportunity to improve your professional or financial life. You could feel that suddenly for Virgos that have been feeling like their finances and their work has been again like congested, the flow has not been operating properly, you maybe feeling like things were not happening or taking a lot of time. I feel like suddenly there can be this liberation, right, of flow of energy, and you might be a little bit overwhelmed. It might be an intense experience for you, for some of you Virgos, to receive the things you are receiving without feeling like, oh my god, what am I going to do with all of this? I can sense that some of you Virgos are just, you're overwhelmed with something positive, but still kind of feeling like you need guidance. You need appropriate guidance and maturity as well, I feel, to manage. I feel like management is also quite in focus for this week. It could be that you're learning how to have better management, more to be more on the speed as well about, you know, your tasks, your duties, or the way you go about situations. You need more. I feel like some of you need either more professionalism, or you need to be more business minded, or more you know, it's like clever, materially clever, or business wise, like in the business world. For Virgos that are in the business world or dealing with something in their career that has not been, you know, the most promising, turn around to your essence, because Virgos is all about management and the capacity to be quite good at doing so. So for Virgos that have been feeling like they couldn't or feel like if either that you couldn't do a good job, or that your job was not doing well, or your finances was not doing well, or anything that you want to go well in a solid way in your world, if you follow the right guidance, I feel like you can actually understand what you need to do, and things will start unfolding in a very fast form, a very intense form. I also feel like you are very attuned with your psychic senses, that especially again, gut feelings, dreams, you know, signs and coincidences that lead right to some form of understanding towards what you should be doing career-wise, or to improve your financial life. Listen, really listen to that guidance. I feel like you are being given everywhere hints and clues about where you should be heading. And I think that there's this new venture, or this new activity, or new exploration of something that feels quite fascinating. Very colorful energy here as well. And for other Virgos, I feel that you're being called to run, like run and like move fast, very fast, like be on charge of and on the lead of certain situations that are going to call for your ability to you know, walk towards your walk towards certain chances and opportunities happening. Take them as yours, but you need to go after them. You can't just sit around. I feel like you will be shown a way, and then you will have to kind of run into it. So it could be work, relationship wise, you know, but it's like something tangible, something that it's really present during the week. It's not something, sometimes we have weeks where the energy is so internal, right? So subjective. It's more about our feeling, right? Our contemplation, our reflection. I feel like for you, Virgo, something is concretely being shown to you. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.